Eyewitnesses report a huge object or creature surfacing in Lake Mead. So far, photos of the so-called Lake Mead monster are grainy and underexposed. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement.
The program of today is sponsored by water. Water, drink it to stay alive. Welcome to New Vegas. It's been a while since I last did an actual stream of this. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. We are busy with getting Caravan Master. And I wish you all welcome on this lovely Wednesday evening, or afternoon, or morning, or even night, depending on where you are from. It is quarter before 7, 23rd of February. We are already moving into our spring. And we're going to be doing that today with some New Vegas. See, I'm trying out new things. So yeah, last time we did an actual normal stream of New Vegas. We finished up a Deathclaw run, which wasn't necessarily fun. I have in the meantime been doing some stuff in regards to Caravan. I'm gonna probably start today's stream off with another 3 or so rounds of Caravan, just to kind of get that whole spiel going. So yeah, hope everyone is having an amazing Wednesday. I know I am having a lovely Wednesday so far. Started a bit off, yeah. Mostly because trains weren't running. Anyway, no bug. Come on, let's play ahead of Caravan, shall we? Because I need to get to that third here. See, that's a 9. That's a beautiful little card right there. That's a joker. Nobak likes to play trap cards, from what I've noticed. So, kind of going to keep that in mind. As you can see, he likes to play a lot of trap cards. But what he can do, can I do as well. For those of you who aren't aware of the game itself is very simple. Get between 21 and 26. Without going over 26. There are basically 3 games being played simultaneously. First person to win 2 games wins Caravan. Simple enough game. But for, the game makes it seem harder than it really is. Then again, there are all kinds of rules and strategies involved. So I probably shouldn't be saying that too loudly. Anyway, we are at 21. I should mention, players can keep on adding cards. But if you can manage to get 2 26s going, then the game is all but over. Cancel. Let's discard that card. There we go. That is what I like to see. Go ahead and add in a Cura there. Now, in theory, he should be all out of cards, but then again, this is no bug that we're talking about, so you never quite know. There we go. That is 14. We are about halfway done with winning. And that's also the last game with no bug that we can play for the next 3 days, because he's all out of money. How much caps do we have? We have enough to go ahead and get some more mods. So let's do that first before we continue on. So yeah, basically we're doing 2 achievements in tandem, both Caravan Master and Mod Master, or Mod Manager, or whatever it's called again, are basically being done simultaneously.
Welcome, sir.
And that is because Caravan is, once you know what you're doing with Caravan, you can make a lot of money from that. Like, it is rather insane. Also, as probably should be obvious, this is not a speedrun. Value of... yes. We are just trying to get the final achievements. Final 12, of which the majority are quest related. Do we have a point? 345? We have. We can add the cylinder with that. Do we have... Ooh, a couple of .45s. Do I have the submachine gun there and a magnum revolver? There we go. I believe that this should do it. There we go. We need 5 more mods. Now, as for the other 2 achievements we're working towards, or at least the 3-star achievement. Let me just quickly go ahead and do this. Come on, buddy. There we go. Goodbye. So we still have Against All Tyrants, but we can no longer finish that one. Armed for Bear. Which we might do later on. We still can, but there are still 2 more we can do, and they are both rather annoying. Man-machine interface, which is Kill Mojave, Wasteland, Mr. Gutsy, and Sentry Balls with brass knuckles, spiked knuckles, tire irons, or lead pipes. And Crackerjack timing. And let us go ahead and get ourselves a lead pipe, which I know we have somewhere. We have a tire iron. I believe that one counts for man-machine interface. Tire irons count. Okay, good. Because there's a place where we can go. Where, if I am right, we can get a couple of them. Otherwise, there is still another option that I'm 100% certain of. We can get at least a few of them going. But, you know. See here, this is... Oh, hi! Hello! Didn't see you there. Okay, let us go to get some aid. Hiya, buddy. How you doing? So yeah, I hope everyone is having a lovely day. I know I am having a lovely day. Let me go with that as well. Oh yeah, that's where we need to go. So right over there is the Robco test site facility, and if I'm correct, then there's going to be a Mr. Gutsy there. Kinda trying to think though, we might have to just start killing a few random ones. No, actually we don't. There is one place that I'm 100% certain has a bunch of them. It's just that it's not a place I kind of want to go to unless forced. See me first go to the... Are you a sensory bot? You are a maintenance bot. Okay. I mean, we need to go here anyway for something that the Brotherhood is going to force us into. So...
Welcome to Repcon. Ready for the Repcon tour, Rocketeer? Courtesy of the fine folks.
Let's just quickly go over here, because for the Brotherhood of Steel, we're going to need to do something. Just got to pick this lock. I've lost karma, I know. Don't care. Kinda busy here. because there is a keycard here that will allow me to continue on. And then from here, we shall. Now that I think about it, I might actually have to do cracker check timing early for the simple reason that that is going to drain a lot of our stamp impact. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brass knuckles, nice. Oh, we can just go to use the key. There we go. Next up, going to activate this. Let me see here. That's another that removed. Just go to remove some mud. That's so territory is. I might just go ahead and try it. Also, since it's Aspirina. I need you. There we go. Because we need to... Oh yeah, that's right. We need these as well. I had forgotten about it.
Unauthorized facial.
Okay. So, forget that. Let's go back. Oh my. Hello. What are you doing here? It is a lot of plasma pistols. A lot of plasma. And that's a plasma rifle. Nice. That is what I like to see. And the stealth boy. They really want you to try and stealth here, don't they? So, like I said, hope everyone is having a lovely Wednesday. Nice. There we go. That is now done. That's very hard, which requires a science skill of 100, which we don't have. Also, yes, that is terrifying, and yes, that is... for some reason, I always get jump scared by that. Anyway. Let us see here. So yeah, so today's goal is to basically get the 3 stars done. The by far hardest one in the game. There we go.
Hello, Mrs. Millet.
Thank you. You're a maintenance robot. Okay, in that case, I know where we can go ahead and grab one. It's just that it's not going to be the funnest place on the planet. There we go. That is the main floor. Because I know where we can get a bunch of robo sentries. It's just that it requires us to go into a vault. Isn't that exciting? I know, it is. But first... we're going to need it. But first, let me actually first go ahead and do the harder one. Which is kind of saying something. Good Springs, Cemetery. Yeah, we need... I kind of need to go past there. And I also need to get a bunch of dynamite. Not fun. Let me see, what was it again that I needed for this specific one? Cracker check timing. Tin grenades, long fuse dynamite, and time bombs. Alright. Gas bomb. Where can I... First of all, let me go ahead and get ourselves that. That is Sunset Sarsaparilla. That's mine. Do you by any chance own any of the things that I... Well, that kind of depends. You have nothing that I need. Okay. Doc Mitchell. Because I am not a fan of what we have to do, but it is just about the only thing that I can think of. I might also have to look up where we can get some of these. The things I do for achievements. Doc Mitchell. It's been a while.
How are you holding up?
Let me see. You have... That is more than enough stamp Dankeschön. So... That leaves us with a big question of tin grenades. Let me actually look up where we can find them. Because I don't think I've ever seen a tin grenade in my life. Tin grenade mad bomber. Can only be crafted after... Cannot be obtained otherwise. Okay, so it does a damage of... Okay. Long dynamite. The long fuse. Found an explosive crate randomly sold from stores. Powder cannons camp near the NCRCF. Okay. And the other one was... time bombs. Product crafted by the player character, and in order to craft it, I need 50 explosives. And we need duct tape, dynamite, an egg timer, and scrap electronics. Okay, that seems to be the only way that I can grab it. Which is a bit of a shame. So I guess long fuses are just about the only way that I'm going to be able to grab them, which means it's time to start looking at some people that sell stuff. And general looking around. That's not entirely true. Like, I can get a time bomb using an egg timer, dynamite, and duct tape. Okay. Let's first go to Gene skydiving, because I know that there is a bunch of stuff right here. Also, there are a bunch of people. Hiya! Hiya! You don't have... you have dynamite. I'm going to need dynamite either way. And I know that wedged inside of a rock, I believe there's also going to be a thing. There we go. That's some long fuse dynamite. That's what I'm going to need. Now, luckily for me, cazadors are rather easy to grab. It is... Oh, there's a bloodfly. Oh, okay. Apparently, there are bloodflies around here. Okay. Let's see here. This is all bombed out. This is all bombed out. Music is making me rather scared. Now, assuming that I need about 10 long fuse dynamites for one of them, this means that we're going to need about 100 of them. Oh, and thank you for the 5mm rounds as well. got some dynamite, which I can turn into... Let me first go and grab 10 of the long fuse, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So go to sleep for a few hours. So yeah, so on the lookout for long fuse dynamite for what is by far going to be the hardest achievement that we have. And I will say this, like, this is for me by far the hardest, and there are achievements that are going to take longer. Definitely, there definitely will be longer. There are longer achievements in this game, but cazadors on their own are already really iffy, and to then also have to kill them with long-term dynamite, that is just like, yeah. But hey, I did say that I would do this challenge, so... Let's see here. Grab ourselves some normal dynamite first. So that we can turn that into long term. Also, I might have to grab Mad Bomber. Just because... that is going to be easier. And see, our correctional facility. I think... Let me see here. I believe there should be a way in now. Because we have helped the NCR with their operation. The answer is apparently not. Might also have just been like a one-time only thing. That's entirely possible. Let me see here. Let me actually just go inside to kind of see. Now, I do know that long fuse is also sold by some vendors. It's just that it is unreliable enough that I don't want to hedge my bets on it. Actually, no, wait, hang on. There's one place that I do want to try, and that's Mick and Rolls. If there's going to be one place that sells that kind of stuff, it's going to be them.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
What goes the episode? You have dynamite. Embrace of the Mantis King. Oh, nice. But that's not what I need. Nuka Breaker, Little Devil. Oh, that's just literally a Nuka. Okay, that's literally just a Nuka Cola side. Okay. Exit. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Accept.
Another satisfied.
Hang on. Let me have a look at you.
Mr. House. Now,
What?
like I always said.
What do you have for me here? C4 explosives, more dynamite. Pulse mines, which I don't need. Let me see here. What do I need to make long dynamite? I should be able to make... It's always so lovely when you aren't certain. Oh, to be fair, okay, we can make time bombs if I can get my hands on 4 egg timers and 4 duct tapes. Which is, okay. 4 egg timers and 4, I will admit, I have not necessarily been looking at those. Do you have any?
I heard about some things.
Egg timers and duct tape. You've got one duct tape, and do you have an egg timer? You do not. That is a shame. Apart from that, that's nothing I need.
Hey, you're the one who...
Thank you.
So, Ambassador Fancy Pants has graced us with his presence. I apologize if you're looking for pre-war pipes and smoking jackets.
What do you own? 8 and miscellaneous. Okay, so more duct tape. Very good. No egg timers though. That's a shame.
Thanks.
Where can I get egg timers in this place? That's a good one. Neil's Shack, Black Mountain probably has them. Some. Gibson might actually have some. If there's going, like, I'm saying if there's going to be one place, but I honestly do not know where you can find egg timers. That's.
So, you're back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have a bunch of things that I very much would like. 8 stem pack, yes please. Miscellaneous, duct tape. No egg timers though. Which means it's time for me to start stealing some egg timers. So we now have 3 duct tape, we need 1 more duct tape, and we need 4 egg timers. Then we have 4 long fuse, which means that we can kind of get a gander going on exactly how hard this challenge is going to be, because we're going to need to kill, I believe, 10 cazadors that way. Anything over here? Doesn't seem like it. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Like I said, like I know this is one of the reasons that the Cazador challenge is being done now, because there we go. There's another duct tape. Thank you. Also, I might as well go to grab everything. There is another duct tape. Very nice indeed. Do we have any egg timers? There's some dirty water. Glass pitcher, refrigerator has no egg timers. Where am I going to find myself some egg timers? Create when combined with duct tape, 5 dynamite, 6 fire, 5 into 1 scrap electronics. Dead gang members, the most prevalent place they are on powder gangers around NCR from the base of Steve and surrounding powder gang raid camps. You can be found in the Cantina Madrid kitchen. The miniature Defcon soap carries one to literally pass the time. Okay, aka basically. Okay. Time to once again return, I guess, to, in that case, powder ganger camp. In the somewhat silent hope that they have an egg timer for me. Otherwise, we are kinda screwed. No egg timer here. No. Bunch of bloatflies though. Now, hang on, there is one place where I think we might be able to find some, because I haven't actually gone in here. There's California Diver, that's not where I want to go. Is it? It's actually on the road to where I want to go. So this actually works out fine. Because there is this little way station right here, which I deliberately did not go into because it is normally the place where I die for the first time. But if I'm correct, then there are a bunch of gang members right here. Hi Kasha, hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well today. We have only just started, so we are trying to find Actibus. Shame. Also, you missed like me winning like one round of Caravan, so we are now halfway done with that. Still writing every day. Well, that's good to hear. That is absolutely good to hear. It says and says, but an empty sunset says. So yeah. Also, I'm like halfway into moving, so a lot of my apartment is just empty at the moment. Or I guess not empty, but it's like in boxes. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take the D. Sky, I'm getting close to finishing, but I'll be saying that every day. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, you are now in just the pure writing stage, which is better. You know, like you're at the very least, you're mostly just now writing. Hydra, desk is empty. And I feel like that is a good thing. Like as for me, I need to finish up the first part on Wednesday, like next week. Mojave, you cannot foster. Oh, hiya! Bonk. I might also go out and do the other one first with the robots. Based on how this is going, based on how my luck with Actimers is going. Sunset Sarsaparilla. No, I mean, hey. It is Sunset Sarsaparilla, so I'm taking it. Please tell me you've got something.
Background?
You've got nothing.
What, caravan?
Yeah, you know what? Fine by me. Let us start off with nothing. Okay, interesting. So we are starting off with just some caravan because I kind of need to. There we go, 23. Nice. Nice. 18. It's also 23. 20 to 32, which means that that is now gone on there, and Yeah, let's not do that actually. Good guy says if you're streaming in 2 hours is... I mean, I'm planning on streaming for a while today, so... There we go. We are now officially halfway. But yeah, like, take your time to exercise. Like, I mean, this is basically like a stream that exists because I wasn't really... because I basically was
Been there to see Caesar die.
already at home. Otherwise, I would not have been streaming today. So don't feel too bad about it. I feel like the biggest challenge with this challenge is just finding everything. Anyway, let us go ahead and go into El Dorado gas station. Yes. Let's actually go ahead and do a different quest in that case, or at least a different part. There are enemies nearby. Where are the enemies? Oh, hiya! There we go. Now, where is the last one? Because you... Oh, you're running away. Oh, he's running away! That's just a shame. I'm not allowed to use C4 explosives for that one. Which is annoying. Anti-venom is going to be useful though. Caesar's infamy. Okay, I don't feel like I can get more infamous than the person who killed Caesar, but I mean, sure, I guess. Ah, there you are. Hiya! There we go. Anyway, where are you? There we go. We can get some napping in. So that is sunset sarsaparilla. That's gumdrops. That's flour. Well, absolutely lovely. It is nothing of what I need. So, let's get back out of here again. And let's actually go ahead and focus on another part of the challenge. And that part will be right there. We need to go to the El Dorado gas station anyway, so for later on, so... Do we do? Not certain. I've never done the NCR before, so I'm not certain, like, what is and is not done here. Yeah.
That Mr. House who lorded over the strip is dead. Good riddance, I say.
Okay. You're not going to sell anything? Okay, sure, I guess. You're not going to be selling anything. Let me actually change the name of what it is that we are focusing on at the moment, because we are not actually focusing on Caravan Master, we are focusing on pros only. Good caravaning, thank you. And good luck with your exercising. There we go. There we go, that is more based on what we're actually doing. So, bunch of ants here, which, you know, as long as you don't bother them, they don't bother you. But the reason I'm here is for something that is reasonably close by. Because if you go here, all the way out in a nook and cranny, there's a tiny little vault. There's also the El Dorado gas station, but yeah, substation, but yeah, ignore that. I don't think we're actually going to need that one this round. Welcome to Vault 11. Hang on. I did it up, there we go. Now the vault itself isn't too hard, it's mostly a lot of bugs. So, you know. Nothing to really write home about, but the more interesting thing... if you could please not... is right here. If I can find it. Let's see here. Can I find the holotape? Or is it somewhere I can't see? We have a 10mm pistol. That should already tell you something. But our real main goal is not the giant mantis. I mean, to be fair, we basically have two goals here. One goal is to find egg timers. The second goal is to work on something else for pros only. Okay. That probably... oh, there we go. Activate terminal. How about we go ahead and have a listen. After I'm done trying to see if there's any egg timers in here. The answer is no. Let us go ahead and have ourselves a listen.
Are we really gonna do this? It's open. We could just leave.
I couldn't. Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example. That's what it called us. But we were. We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long shot. Anybody would have done what we did.
Yeah, see? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
I'll go first. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah. No, wait!
What else is an NCR trooper here? I mean, sure, I guess, but... so this vault itself isn't hard because of anything inside of the vault. This is more so a vault. This is the type of vault that I personally like more. In that it is a vault based on more on atmosphere. And on finding out what happened here. And I did talk before about Vault 11 as it being the vault that is based on the story of the lottery. And what I mean with that is that you might notice that there are a lot of campaign posters here that are seemingly weird. A lot of them are about voting someone for overseer because of things they have done in the past. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Why would you want someone that's an adulterer or that is killed? Or a communist sympathizer, which personally in my view isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, but hey, who am I? That's what they want to judge people by then, that's what they want to judge people by. I am not going to say that they aren't allowed to. I believe we need to go further in. Yes. Now there is actually an actual reason here, other than just then that vault hunting is always a fun time. And that is that we are here because of the Pros Only achievement. Everyone that has gone through this vault knows what's at the end, and all I'll say is that we are going to be abusing that. Timers. Otherwise, I might also just abuse the 3-day lockout. But that is just, you know. Which, to be fair, is useful, because one of the problems that I'm starting to run into is that a couple of the, that a lot of the final achievements are more tedious than hard or weird. You know, stuff like win 30 games of Caravan. You know what? I'll let you guys figure out the truth behind this fault on your own. As in, I'm not gonna be reading most of this, because this is a fault that is best experienced just slowly oozing in the atmosphere, and not with me basically running through this in order to get a pros only achievement going. No egg time. Why are egg timers one of the hardest things to find in this game? Something else I could potentially do is level up to 42. And then grab the... Put you in our place. And then grab the mad bombers. Okay, there we go. Overseas terminal. Let's go to the lower levels. Now, if I am right, that we can't actually get in here yet. Or we can. Sure, buddy. That's a bunch of scrap metal, which I will still take. But no egg timers. I might actually know of a place where they might sell them. Someone unlocked. This requires a key. Okay. So we are searching for a key. Which I believe is in security, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's kinda hope that we could just do this without having to go through security, but yeah. Because like I said, I'm not here in order to fill up time and space and to go like, wow, look at all of this. I'm here in order to get to one specific point in time. There we go, good boy. That's a hard locked terminal. Okay, I tried. Steam gauge assembly. Let me go to get some tin cans as well. There's a lot of ammunition here that I can sell if required. There we go. No eggs. I guess if I found like the kitchen, that probably would help. Oh, you have duct tape. I need that. And let me see here, some more ammo, which is nice. Okay. So where could it be? I believe this is actually the kitchen. No, it's not. Ah, there's the female drums right here. The overseer might be here. It's empty. There we go. That is now dead. Is she here? Personal computer. That deserves a bunk to that. Small burnt book. Let me actually go and have a look at this real fast. Alright, we've been locked out. Oh well, so be it. Where can I find what I need? That's to say, egg timers. Now, I could abuse the fact that I can just restart the game for achievements and just get myself a bunch of egg timers, but that would be cheating. And I don't want to cheat. Like, if I wanted to cheat, I could have just said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just unlock all of the achievements. But where's the fun in that? But yeah, I'm gonna go and have a look around Vault 11 and where I can find... Crazy room is required for Still in the Dark quest. But the Brotherhood of Steel was located in the lock on the right hand side of the submerged room. The office is level. Office is past. Oh. I think I know where I need to go. I am a derp. Yeah, that would actually make perfect sense. What I mean with that is that if I am correct, then there is a... First of all, hi. Die. There is something around here that should lead to utility. Now there is one problem with utility. It is currently locked. Barrel rebreather. There we go. We are going to grab the rebreather early because there we go. There is a section here that is flooded. Let me first of all grab this. You have no idea what this is for yet, but we are going to be using this for Veronica stuff. There we go. Also, we can go and quickly do this. Some more ammunition. Some scrap metal, which, while useful, scrap metal is one of the easiest things to just grab. Yes. Spider lights. So, where are we? Kitchen? There we go. Also, we have gotten some more damage with melee weapons. It's very nice. Also, you might also notice there are a lot of ammunition boxes everywhere. So, yeah, that should give you a hint as to what went down here. Would there be an X-Timer in Lonesome Road? I'm trying to think here. There might actually be an X-Timer in Lonesome Road. Mm-hmm. See, I am trying to find something, and I am not seeing it. Firehouse is empty, because of course it is. I will admit, I have no idea where I am, or where I currently need to go. All I know is that I am trying to find the overseer's password. Ah, this is where we were before. Hang on. I recognize this place. Okay. So, let's just go back upstairs. Let's see if there's anything here. Otherwise, I'm going to once again look at my good old friend Google. Cafeteria, reactor, atrium. Ah, there we go. I think this is what I need, but I could be wrong. Yes, there we go. You are sinking through the floor, which I'm totally okay with. So, as I am trying to find my way back, let us go ahead and listen to what a good old friend is saying, because apparently... Never mind, it's just a prepared speech. It's the atrium terminal. Now we just need to find our way back to... Because this is the atrium. I can't go there. I do distinctly remember there being a way in which I didn't have to go through the reactor. Ah, there we go. I believe this is... Whew. Oh god, yeah, I might actually have to level to 42, grab Mad Bomber. I know I'm overencumbered. Once again, no egg timers somehow. Which is starting to rather annoy me. Okay, so it seems like going through the reactor is the only way forward, so that's what we will do in that case. Luckily for us, we have a quick route through. All of this in order to prepare for pros only. Where one of the quests is to hit a bomb, whack a bunch of things with a tire iron. So you might be wondering, well, okay, what is the big deal? Well, the big deal is that... There we go. That's a boom. The big deal is that right here is going to be a cavern.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light. The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin. Greetings, Martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life.
God damn it, I popped my cycle too early.
Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now, and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
There we go. This is why I decided for man-made interface. Boy, isn't she a looker indeed? Ow. 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 There we go. Oh boy. All of... 1 second. There we go. And once again, no egg timer. All of that. Let me go ahead for 1 out of 10. Let us go ahead and listen to
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5 out of I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you. Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own.
I think I might have to restart the game in a bit, because the game did not like what we just did. Yes, I'm going to have to restart the game. Give me 1 second. There's certainly nothing going on. Nope. Nothing bad whatsoever. Totally not at all. There we go. Hi, yep, Vault 11, 1 survivor, and Vault 11 also 1 survivor. Vault 11, yeah, technically had 5, but they killed themselves. Is I believe how it went. But yeah, hope you're having a lovely day. Let me see here. I believe this is the right... Yes, okay. So, all of that for 1 out of 10 that we need to kill. Nobody is to survive for 11, but that's actually an unused character. Yeah, I've heard of the theory before. I like to believe that they decided on Nobark later on. And that they first said, like, hey, we were going to get, like, an unnamed... an unused survivor, and then later on they decided that, nah, Nobark should be it, but... Either way, I now need to find a way back. Yeah, like Vault 11 is one of my favorite vaults, purely for the story. Because, like, if you ignore for a second that I kind of basically just ran through here, then the story of Vault 11 is one of the most interesting and most gruesome stories that the Fallout universe has basically given us. That's not the way I need to go. I think. Yeah, no, it isn't. I need to go here. There you go. So we're going to leave Vault 11 behind. And as we step into the light once more. Hopefully it is daytime outside. I have no idea. I don't know how long we've been. It is not. Okay, in that case, we are going to wait here for a few hours. And there we go. In the meantime, I'm still thinking of where I can find egg timers. But there are a couple of ways I can do this. I could either start looking for egg timers, which is... we do have like 3 long fuse dynamites, but I don't think 3 is going to be enough to kill even a single one of them. Actually, I am saying that. Let us actually test that, because I know that there's a Cazador right outside of Good Springs. Which is one of the ways that they kind of tell you to not go north. Because the thing is, like, Cazadors, there are like a lot of Cazadors. It's just that I need... so we could, like I said, like we could also go for Mad Bomber. Like we hit level 42, go for Mad Bomber, buy ourselves all of these bombs. There aren't a whole lot of quests actually that allow us to move to 42, I believe. But there should be enough. Okay. So let me go ahead and see how this is going. This is a bad idea. This is a very, very, very bad idea. But for science. I dislike this so much. I have to admit, I really dislike this. Cazadors are by far my most hated enemy. And the reason for it is very simple. They are terrifying. I am keeping... There he is. I am waiting. He has 2 bodies. Okay, that's a critical strike. The wings are the key. Yeah, I know. That somewhat works. Okay, so we have learned. Yeah, precisely. Okay, so here's our current plan. We are gonna go ahead and become level 42. And from there, we will grab Man Bomber, get ourselves a bunch of bombs. We're also going to stay on the lookout for egg timers. And from there, yeah, we're just going to do stuff. Let me see here. I don't really want to do Come Fly With Me. That is... Can't we shoot the wings? That is definitely a possibility. The problem is I'm kind of worried that if I start shooting the wings that I might kill them by accident. The other problem is I only have 3 pieces of dynamite at the moment, so we're going to need to get more dynamite either way. Let me see here. So, we can definitely shoot the wings. That is absolutely possible. It's just that at the moment I don't have enough dynamite. We can actually... No, hang on. We can test that. We can definitely use the 2 cazadors in right there in order to test this. And if it works, then that would be great. Because that would basically be the same idea as that we did with the Deathclaws. Where we basically got them until an inch of their health. And then we started killing them with 22 Science Pistol. The problem here is that at times the game isn't 100% sure in what it wants. In that sometimes it doesn't allow you to kill it with anything else. Like that was a problem we had with the... Let me grab old baby real fast again. That's a problem we had actually with the Deathclaw part of this challenge. Where if we shot it with any other pistol, it would not register. We could kill it. For example, we could hit them with oh baby, but the second that we hit it with any other pistol, the challenge was null and void. Okay, so that's the young Cazador. Now we can go ahead and kill it with dynamite. Hang on, let me first go ahead and hit. Ow. That's a critical. That is not what I wanted. Okay. And now we are gonna hit it with the long fuse dynamite. Let's see if that works. Okay, that works. Okay, that's good. Okay, we have this works. That's good. That is good. So we can hit them with oh baby for a bit, and then we can blow them up. And preferably we can hit 2 in 1. Now I know. Now here's the other question. Are we allowed to kill young Deathclaws or young Cazadors with that? Only one way to find out, and that's by blowing them up. Young Cazadors... His moves is... Precisely. Okay, so now we have a tactic. We can start doing this. We just need more long dynamite. Which is precisely the problem we've been running into, is that we need more long dynamite. But we now have a way to kill them, and that's important. Okay, we have a tactic we can use for this. We just need to do it 8 more times. Okay, this is good. This is good. See, I feel like part of pros only is less... The challenge is less... actually... You know, like, the challenge is less in actually... Like, doing the challenge and more in figuring out a way to do it without killing yourself as well. Because we now have a tactic we can use. What we're now going to be doing is what I like is going to be very sneaky. We're going to just sleep for 72 hours. So that we can up the powder gangers again. And hopefully a couple of them will have long dynamites. So we're going to need 10 long dynamites based on what I've seen. We can whack them, so we whack them twice. Then we hit them with the long dynamite, unless it's a young Cazador, in which case we whack them once. I believe like that is how we're going to be doing this. Whack them until they are to an inch to the health, then blow them up. We have something. If we can get pros only done today, then the hardest achievement is done apart from hardcore. Because like I said, the other two achievements aren't hard, they're just really annoying. Let's go to here. You are still dead. That's a problem. You should not still be dead. Oh, brother. God. Where are there any more powder gangers camps anywhere nearby? I mean, I might as well go and take a nap here, not a 24-hour nap, but what's the, like, respawn time on this? That's actually an interesting question that I'm asking myself. What is the respawn timer? Oh, hi! What's in Cliff? Yeah, so that's one, but we're going to need 10 of them. So I agree with you, there is one indeed next to Jeans, and I'm not certain if I've already yoinked that one. Where are they? You're supposed to try and kill me, damn it! Get over it! Really? Oh, they're busy. You know what? They're busy with that, and I'm casually gonna go ahead and go behind Jean's skydiving again. Have fun with the blood fight, guys. Don't try to get yourself killed. Please. So, this is the cliff between Jeans. I did look here earlier today, actually, but I could have just missed it. Oh, that's a coffee mug. That's not what I need. Okay, so let's see if I can find it. This is the clip between behind Jeans. On the other places is stores. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I did look at the wiki before. Luckily for us, I believe like stores are 3 days, so I might just go ahead and yoink a bunch of stores. But I believe I've already gotten the long dynamite that was like lodged in here. Yeah, I believe that was actually the first long dynamite that I yoinked. Oh, brother, where am I? Like I said, the other thing we can do is go to level 42. And from there, get Mad Bomber. And then we can at the very least make some more things. What the wiki says. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm looking again. But I might have just picked it up at some point. I might have actually picked it up very early on in the playthrough. Because as you can, based on the fact that we are level 41, we have been doing this for a while now. Unless they don't mean this cliff, but the cliff right there. Also, are they still fighting the bloatflies? The bloatflies killed them. The bloatflies killed them, I think. What? Hang on. Wait, what? North, east, south. Yeah, I was at there is a north camp. I should be a north camp, yes. I'm just kind of confused at the moment. There should be a legionary hit squad right here, being like very time for you to die, but fine by me. Okay, so we have the south camp, we have the west camp. So where is the north camp in that case? Oh, it might actually be on. I think I know where it is. Because I checked east, I checked south. I now need to check north. There we go. That's where north is. I walked past it before. I just never bothered to actually have it put on the map. There we go. That explains it. In the meantime, I'm very confused as to where the legionary assassins went. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, you keep hitting the power armor, buddy. There we go. No, you only have normal dynamite. I mean... Check these. You haven't discovered it. I don't? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's west that I'm looking at. I am a massive derp. You're 100% right. I looked at the wrong one. Where am I being shot at from? Oh, there you guys are. But yeah, you are 100% right in that case. Let me see here. So I assume that means that there's one right here-ish. Let me just follow the map marker and see where we go. Because in that case, I don't remember where that is. That might be the east camp. This might be the east camp. Yeah, this looks like the east camp. Yep. Yes, there we go. This is east. Oh, this is north. Oh, okay. I am just... hi, buddy. Bye, buddy. I've just missed, like, all the powder ganger camps. Okay. I have... Like... I am just... Sure. That's nope. I mean, I appreciate all of the dynamite, but until we get egg timers, that isn't going to be useful. There should be another one right here. That's a note. That's once again dynamite. Because I can make time bombs if I grab the dynamite. It's just like knowing... let me see. So hang on. So this is north. That is east. That is south. So then west should be... or east should be here-ish. Although I do believe that we are now walking towards Scorpion Pass. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I mean, we need to go through here anyway. Yeah, okay, this is Scorpion Pass. We're going to be using this for east of south since I'm a cave camp 2 emulated. Okay, good to know. That's very good to know indeed. This is good to know where... Yeah, sure, fall through the terrain, buddy. See if I can. But first, let me go ahead and see where this leads. Okay. Now, this is important for me to know for the next run, because we're going to be doing a Caesar's Legion run at some point. And I kind of want to avoid having to go walk all the way around the map if I can help it. Oh, no, wait, hang on. This is Fortification Hill. East of South Camp. So let me go to South Camp in that case. And then let me go east. Now that I think about it, like, this might also be a way past the majority. Right here is because once you hit Repcon, you are safe. This might actually be another way to avoid this south side of the map. That looks like a camp to me. No, it seems like Scorpion's Pass still is the only way through. Or I might have to just accept it and walk.
Had enough. Had enough.
There we go. And this healing powder. Let me see here. Let's get more dynamites. And more. I mean, at this point, if I can just find enough egg timers, we will have enough to finish up the challenge. It's just that finding the egg timers is kind of going to be a challenge. Let me check just in case where the egg timers can be found again. Rarely found on merchants, in containers, and on dead gangbangers such as the Viper gunslingers. Most prevalent place it appears in the... It's funny, in the Cantina Madrid kitchen. In the Sierra Madre Casino and Resort. Ah! Only I had known beforehand. Bison Steve's and surrounding powder gang raid camps. Okay, so the Bison Steve might also be a place where we can yoink that. That. So let's in that case go to the Bison Steve and see if we can steal some from there. Maybe the powder gang corpse will still be there. Probably not, but it's worth to check. I do know that the Viking event is now operational. That much is for certain. The answer is no. It is no longer operational. Now, I do know that I haven't cleared out the top floor, I believe. That isn't entirely true. Otherwise, we're just going to have to go through to a bunch of retainers and kind of see if it is there. Saving the chef. Ah! That explains it in that case. To be honest, I normally don't really come back to this place, so it's, you know, it's one of those things where I should probably know it, but where I just don't. Empty Sunset Sarsaparilla. The one time that you're looking for an item and you can't find it. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a kitchen. One would argue there would be an egg timer here. Let me see here. Also, I hope you're having a lovely day. I should say that. As I'm searching for the timers. Alright, I guess it's time for me to go ahead and take a round trip around all of my favorite vendors. And as every vendor knows, yes, they are my favorite. No, I do not say it to every single other vendor. Best place. Otherwise, like I said, we're going to go to 42, grab Mad Bumper, and then from there we can do stuff. But let me see. Mall Red Ranch, New Vegas. There we go. Cannot fast travel while there are enemies nearby. Where are there enemies? If there are enemies, I do not see them. Nope, no enemies it seems. Hopefully the Crimson Caravan has a couple of them. Otherwise, NCR should have them as well, I believe. Let me go out and wait here for a bit. There you go.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Indeed. I put the monorail back to work, Blake.
If you're looking to buy or
There we go. That's one long fuse dynamite. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. That's a long fuse dynamite. My boy, I have no idea how much you've helped me just now. Let me also grab some stimpaks because we are dealing with custodors. And miscellaneous 10 millimeters. Do I have a time? I do. Hang on. I want young these as well. Let me see here. That is some more duct tape. And once again, no egg timers. Tiny, tiny babies, all you need to know about. Right! Right, okay. I'm just going to accept that and not ask further questions. We also need to get rid of some stuff. Luckily for me, I have a bunch of ammo that I am never going to use.
Hello. Hey there, friend.
Let me go ahead and dump this on the 10 millimeter. And we now have a total of 2 long fuse dynamites. Oh, brother. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe, and I'm going to get to level 42 first, which isn't too hard, because there are a couple of easier ones that we can do, I believe. Wait, we never bothered to do this one? Well, might as well do it now. So, we are just gonna go to finish up a couple of easy enough quests. So that we can grab Mad Bomber, which, for which I do believe we need to get, like, explosives. Let me actually check what we need from Mad Bomber. I believe we need explosives to a certain level. Yeah, repair to 45 and explosives to 45. Gotcha. So that begs the question of if we have repair to 45, because I know that we have explosives. Repair is at 70 and explosives are 60. Okay, so next run we are going to grab Mad Bomber no matter what. I spoke to the wrong person before. I need to speak to you to finish up this quest. Okay, sure. There might actually be some stuff in there we go. That is one done. We are halfway. There might actually be a couple of them in the long 15, but that is a dangerous area to go to. Let me see here. Young Hearts. We can do Young Hearts. We can do High Times, and apart from that, all we can do is for the Republic. At least without grabbing any companions, and I don't want to grab companions yet because they have normally very fun, but now rather nasty ability to kill enemies before we even see them. So we're gonna go ahead and play Matchmaker. For those of you Dutch people around, I could say Robert and Brink,
Hey.
but that is not something that people probably know.
I want.
Now we go to the bombers. But yeah, so if you are Dutch, then all I have to say is that we're basically playing All You Need Is Love. Also, I'm going to have to repair Oh Baby at some point. Like, that condition is getting rather dangerous. Well, I have a friend.
She's with those. You're right. He's done right by doing.
There we go. That is. Oh yeah, that's right. We also helped out the boomers. That's just funny words. Yes, yes. The Dutch is. If you are in an English speaker, then Dutch is basically as if we are speaking English drunk. And I believe if you're a German speaker, then Dutch is basically as if you are speaking German high. But yeah.
Have you seen her? What?
Thank you. Now we go to Janet. All of this for experience. Backwards English. The way I always say it is that English basically has killed multiple languages and taken the skin of them in order and put them on himself. Basically, English is just a man in a skin suit comprised of French, Dutch, German, and a bit of Latin. I know that you're asleep, but I don't care.
Hello again. There's one more thing.
Alright, now we need to talk to McCaffrey. No Frisians I can understand. I actually speak, or not necessarily speak, but I can actually read Frisian. My my family from my mother's side is English, or not English, is Frisian. So as a result,
Welcome back. Very good. Being sentimental is not how...
there we go. But yeah, like Frisian is always I always try to kind of words are hard today for me for some reason. I'm actually trying to learn Frisian.
I hear we straightened up a band of thugs in Freeside.
So that I can like speak with my family on my mother's side. And it is surprisingly, like, if you know Dutch and German, then it is surprisingly easy. Also, Frisian is like the closest language in general to English. Like it sits like right between Dutch and English in. And so, as a result, if you know Frisian, then you know like most of if you know Frisian, you can very easily learn to understand Dutch. Where am I being thrown? This has preserved a lot of pro-Germanic features, but only got that. Yeah, that is indeed true. Like up until the 16th century, a lot of Dutch was basically just based on. Alright, then I guess I'll not talk to you. But yeah, like until the 16th, and even then, you say it got standardized in the 16th century, but what happened is that the first Dutch Bible came out in the 16th century. And so that kind of became the version that that Dutch started using, but a real standardization didn't happen until the 19th century. Like, you could, even like way back, even now you have people that might speak Dutch, but that will talk in their own dialect for the majority of the day. And obviously you have Frisian and Limburgs, which are both actual languages, or at least are recognized as actual languages. So, we have a lot of things in a very small country, is what I'm trying to say. And although the standardization did begin in the 16th century, mostly because of the dominant, Holland becoming the sort of like main dialect, if that makes sense. Apparently, I've met Janet back at Nels. Okay, sure. So go ahead and have a talk with Jack. But I'm kind of curious how in what your kind of like either what your day job is or like what you are researching, because that is not something that you normally like just kind of casually research. But yeah, like the standard Amsterdam, Rotterdam, it's not even like Holland, it was mostly like standard Amsterdam and standard Rotterdam that kind of became the main features of the language. And from there, it kind of grew into the standardized version. But then again, like I said...
It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
This is awkward.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
Well, that's one way to go ahead and ask your date out for a date.
Civilizing.
Thank you for getting Janet.
There we go. And isn't that not also done?
For everyone else in these territories.
But yeah, like I said, like you will notice that like if you do your research, you will notice that like a lot of European languages really only started standardizing in the Industrial Revolution, with English and French being big exceptions to that rule. And that is mostly because French got centralized very quickly, like and because both languages, or both nations actually, obviously have the origins in the 100 Years' War. And so there was a lot more like nationalism, sort of like proto-nationalism and proto-centralization started being a thing. Oh yeah, that's why I first need to deal with someone else. Meet my hammer.
Hey, you're the one.
I mean, I liked Stimpack, but I personally would have preferred an egg timer. But yeah, like, I will admit, languages isn't necessarily my field of study. I'm a political scientist, or at least, you know, I'm finishing up my bachelor in political science in the coming half year.
Hi there.
And yeah.
Got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
So like languages definitely are interesting, but they aren't quite my field of study. But it's still interesting to see like how different languages evolved, like how Afrikaans evolved from Dutch, or how the Icelandic, for example, is the closest to Old Norse that we still have.
You seen Dixon around?
Okay, so we are going to need to kill a bunch of people. A very centralized great revenue pot for any normal ruler to mess up. I mean, fair enough. It's just that the kind of the point that I tried to make is more so that England and France got centralized really early compared to other European states. Let me just go to the for the Republic. Let's just start doing that. So yeah, like they got they got like centralized early. So as a result, there is just like more of there's always been more of an incentive to make sure that people like speak the same language. And even then, like English has so many different dialects, it is rather insane. That they've managed to get both a language going that is standardized and also have so many dialects. Like there is a lot that a lot of nations could learn from that. And the lines between the linguists. I mean, that sounds really interesting. Anyway, let's go to Dr. Popcorn. Well, I've come to ask Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's legion. You know, Caesar, dead. Me, I did that.
Why should I do this for you?
Caesar is only using you. Yes, we have heard about that.
Caesar's representative
over the course of the game about how the
of the Great Khans will be restored, and once the NCR is pushed back to California, all the land from here to the Colorado will be ours. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes.
Alright, okay, tell me about your people in that case.
Want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Maybe you could tell me the short version, indeed.
Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here.
Alright. But was dropping the grubber cases to make the new Danish inhabitants communicate. I am very happy that English did that, and that we Dutch have simplified ours.
Perilously close to making an enemy of Caesar, and that is not wise.
Dear Cole, I killed Caesar. Is it much to be scared of anymore?
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the great Khans as a token of our alliance.
Old irritation. Oh, seriously? That is definitely interesting.
In exchange for great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes.
Right, see you roll.
I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose. You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans. Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle.
Alright.
They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion.
Alright, so we are now gonna go ahead and try to start working our great Papa Khan.
Welcome to Red Rock Canyon. Since you've done so much for the Great Khans, Papa Khan told me to let you know you can buy weapons at our armory. You can find it in the basement of the burned-out old building at the mouth of the canyon.
Alright.
I haven't seen you before.
But yeah, that, I did knew that old Danish and old English were only separated by 400 years. Like, I feel like linguistics is such an immensely interesting field of study. It's just that I wouldn't even know where to start with that. What's your opinion of the NCR?
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people.
But yeah, it's time to start convincing Papa Khan.
Soldiers in battle, but I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar. I suppose if asked, I would, but that's a moot point because Papa's in charge now. He's not going anywhere. Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre. And sometimes, I worry that's poisoned his mind.
Hey, what do you mean about Papa's hate with poisoning his mind?
Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider.
Alright. So yeah, so the reason that we are trying to basically blow up the allegiance between Caesar's Legion and the Khans is for two reasons. One, it is bad for the NCR. And two, and this is something that is talked about in-game, is how the Legion basically takes over different tribes. And then completely erases everything that makes them, basically. So what the Khans would get out of this agreement is that they would be fighting the NCR, a bunch of them would probably die, and as a reward, their entire culture would be burned to the ground. Which, for what I feel is obvious reasons, is not something we want to happen. Where are you? There you are.
Yes. Did you have an update on the Khans?
Yes, second in command seems amenable to allying with the NCR.
An alliance? That's an interesting proposition. Any plan where I can throw packs of raiders at the enemy instead of my own soldiers is a good one.
Current leader of the tribe is dead set against it. Maybe a diplomatic solution would work.
We don't have time for diplomacy. This battle is coming any time now. If the leader won't be budged, he'll have to be replaced. I want you to go back to Red Rock Canyon and assassinate this Papa.
You what, mate?
You'll have to be stealthy. If they see you do it, they'll kill you.
I'm not interested in a career in political killings.
Then why are you waiting?
There we go. Now we have started on my Papa.
Hey.
It's also really nice to see Hoover Dam from a different perspective, because I normally go for Mr. House or Yes Man, as those are by far the easiest ones to just kind of finish up. which is very nice. And Yasmin is actually what we're going to be doing for our hardcore run, for the simple reason that we only have to meet all of the different tribes. And then we can just decide to say, not really interested in them.
You've been doing good things for. You march all the way out to Red Rock. Well then, let me...
Okay, there we go.
They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed...
Also, we have also killed Mr. House already.
He supported them
Should
with the
probably mention that.
resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down. Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here.
All right. So... we have already done that, I believe. So what we now need to start doing is...
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan.
There we go, there's the trigger.
Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Sure.
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular. Me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you already convinced, though?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you. You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around. Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts. Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture. Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
Okay, so yeah, but something that I'm actually like... one of the best things about history, in my personal view, is the fact that basically the American Revolution and the French Revolution all happened because the British and the French just can't stand each other.
Join? Oh, no, I simply couldn't. That
You know, like, basically all of world history up until this point, just because all of European history since the 1700s is because of the British and the French just pissing in each other's drinks each time they can.
Of course I am. That is to say, Caesar has many fine warriors, and I wouldn't wish to compare them to the great Khans. Enough! How dare you compare Caesar's finest to this tribe of savages? The mightiest great Khan is scarcely a match for a legion recruit. The burned man would leave their mightiest shitting themselves in terror. I would.
Gotcha.
That is... You motherless bastard. You'll pay for this.
Great Khans.
Ze wil tekst repetitive against France and then they rebel. Precisely. I mean, just the sheer ungratefulness of it all, right? And imagine then France decides to help them rebel, and all of a sudden everyone in France is just wanting the king's head for some unknown reason. Truly, world history is just full of surprises. Where do I go from here? World history can really be full of surprises. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that's just talk. Okay, so convince, find evidence. Should be around here. Great Khan encampment. Boat to dry wells. Oh, ooh, we need to go to the fort for that. The fort that is a bit higher.
Come on. Come on.
There we go. Wait, you guys are once again existing? Oh. I can kill more of you! Come on, buddy. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? That's it? Oh, that's it. Oh. Oh, never mind. No, that's not it. Anyway, as I was saying, it's just really fun how basically all of European history for a while was just the Brits and the French. And to be fair to the French people, like, the weird thing about the French Revolution especially is that in a different timeline, the French Revolution might not have become as bloody and as violent because the king was killed with 1 vote difference. I believe it was like, exactly 1 vote that determined whether or not it would be whether or not the king would just, you know, be imprisoned or whether he would actually die. And that is just deeply fascinating to me. You know, like, there is a universe out there where where the French Revolution just, or where the French king was never dethroned and where Napoleon never got into power. Which is rather insane to think about, but also would make total sense. Let me see here. Small burn book. Ah, there we go. Hiya, buddy. So that is the evidence that Regis wants. Now we move on to the Great Khan encampment, which is right next to a place that we really do not want to go to. Let us not piss off the Deathclaws even more than we already have.
What do you want now?
Regis says I should talk with you to you about the speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a spicular Tory.
Did the Australian women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave. An officer's wife if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
There we go. Good girl.
It's
Wait.
starting to feel like
Okay, next up is Regis. That's 2 out of 2 out of 4 then.
It's good to have you. Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
Also, can I just mention here that the Great Khans walked into this canyon that is, you know, a canyon that is protected by Deathclaws and Cazadors. Like, these people have balls. Roman spectators or scouts. Yes, and since Caesar's Legion is based on the Roman Empire, she probably would just have become a scout. Although, of course, you know, this is ignoring the fact that women are not allowed to serve in the Legion. Although I will say this, as far as areas there go, the Red Rock Canyon is by far the most beautiful in this game. At least in the main game. Like, there are a couple of better areas in the DLCs. I can't... and this is also, like, if I ever go to America, this is one of the places I want to visit. Like, just Red Rock Canyon. Because my poor European mind can't quite comprehend this. I know how... I know how the canyon is formed and how these different bands exist. But still.
Hello.
You know, like, it's one of those things that I would love to just see in real life. Jack, hello?
Whoa, new guy.
Hello? Have you considered making more helpful camps?
What do you mean, helpful? My stuff already makes people feel delicious.
But think of all the people who overdose on Jet and Psycho. It's bad for your karma.
Oh, you're right. I should start a side project making meds to keep my aura clean.
Let's talk about Paprika's Alliance, shall we?
Look, man, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we've got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
But you won't have each other. The Legion will kill you and sell Diane into slavery as a prostitute. You wouldn't want that, would you? That would not be delicious, wouldn't it, Jack?
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Copa Shishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
The worst part here is that when he said Copa Shishi, I'm immediately reminded of a quest line in Yakuza 0, where you have to infiltrate a cult. And now that's all that I can hear whenever something that's even remotely related to Shurapipi comes up. Like, instead, that's basically what I'm hearing when I hear this.
My most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
Come to ask the great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans. It makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
What great legacy do your tribe is nothing but ghosts and mortals. You don't need to look outward, mighty Khan. Your tribe is proud and strong. Claim your glory.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
Now that we've got that out of the way, I don't suppose you consider joining Denzio instead?
You've helped me see Caesar for what he is, and I thank you for that. But if you suggest that again, I will have your head.
Alright, just asking. But just stick around for a while. Change your mind.
We'll remain until the camp is packed up. If you have some...
I just love how he's like, yeah, you know, like, I like you and all, but don't try that again, shall we?
Yeah?
Rachel.
You're becoming quite the political agitator.
Okay. So what do we need to do now? I feel like I missed something here. Talk to Rangers about the NCR, talk to Papa Khan about the Alliance. Okay, I'll just wait for 24 hours. I'll wait for a bit just to be on the safe side. Like, it's entirely possible that there's like a trigger that needs to be done before we do anything else. But yeah, like, as for Flatland, that is absolutely purely a Dutch thing. I can guarantee you that much.
We'll return.
Something else you want?
There we go.
Stronger than before.
So, Now that we know that much... Here's a question. Is there a way to kill Papa Khan without him noticing? I guess the big question here is... Where is Papa Khan's tent? If he even has one. Like, I'm not certain if he does. Yep. So, where would his tent be? If we can get wretches to like... so something else I should mention about the Great Khans. They are actually the oldest group in New Vegas, combined with, or together with the NCR. In that, I should also mention the history goes back a long way as well. In that they were both part of the first Fallout game. And the first real people you fight are actually the Khans, as they have taken the daughter of one of the... Oh, no, don't want to do that. As they have taken... Wait, what? Sure. Let's actually wait until they've gone to bed. That sounds like a better idea. But yeah, so basically you've taken hostage the daughter of the leader of the first town you go to in Fallout 1. So when the Khans say that there is like a long history, they are not joking. Like, this is a history that's over 80 to 90 years old at this point. The fuck is... What? I'm sorry, what's that sound exactly? I mean, okay, I've never heard that sound before. Okay, so that doesn't quite work. Alright then. No, I do want to do this just once. Just because I can.
Look out.
I'm sorry, I needed to do that. I am so sorry, I needed to do that. I needed to do that just once. Just once this playthrough, I needed to throw a live grenade into them.
We'll begin ready. We'll remain
to those black. Something else you want?
I feel like we've kind of missed our opportunity to...
We'll begin ready. Whatever your motivation was, I think...
We have not been able to convince them, but... At the very least, they are not going to be a part of the fighting, and that, I would argue, is great. So let us go ahead and go to For the Republic Part 2. That's kind of one of the beauties of the NCR quests, is that because a lot of quests kind of overlap and intermingle, it means that we can basically get double XP. So let's go ahead and tell her that the also, this is obviously a part of the problem with the NCR, is that they just wanted to kill them. Well, we could have just... Well, we've just talked them out of... Well, we've just talked the Khans out of the Alliance, you know? Like, these people were about to go guns blazing.
Good riddance. We've had reports for years that they're the ones who supply the fiends with chems, but no one's done anything about it. In any event, no one will miss them. And I've got another mission for you. We've had some disturbing reports recently concerning the Omertas, one of the 3 families that run the Strip. Our intelligence has discovered that high-ranking members of the Omertas have been having clandestine meetings for the past several months. We haven't been able to determine whom they've been meeting with, but if it's Caesar's men, we'll need to act. I need you to...
The Augmentas... the Augmentas are planning to attack New Reno. This is not the NCR's concern.
I wouldn't dismiss it that lightly, but it's nothing we need to get involved with for now. Good work, I suppose. Now that that's out of the way, let's see. Mr. House was a concern, but someone conveniently dealt with him for us.
Oh boy, I wonder who did that.
You might be happy to know that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission. Several years ago, we managed to wrest the heat. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area. I want you to...
Let me see. Is there no peaceful way to resolve it?
Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor any other object? After the battle, we consolidated our hold on the plan.
That's not what I want to
click. Some of our people think they had... I think. A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that with the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment. I'm willing to detonate that reactor. As I...
There we go. Now, I'm not certain about this, but I think there is a peaceful solution. I think. Let me actually check that. What is the name of the quest? It's for the Republic Part 2. Okay. I'm gonna be quickly looking this up. Mr. House, Battle of Steel, positive. If Still the Dark has been completed, McNamara remains elder. A truce can be signed between the Brotherhood and the NCR. Go to McNamara, tell them once hit them destroyed, they will then offer a truce. So we'll complete and begin, you will know when it happens, but it will underlay the player minor infamy with Smith should work with the player character as complete on me as well. Okay, good. So, that is very, very, very good to know indeed. Because it means we can broker a peace treaty. It just means that we're going to have to do some questing. Which, by sheer happenstance, we've already done part of the questing for the Brotherhood. Even if the Brotherhood itself isn't fully aware of it. Also, this is the point in time where we bring out our secret weapon. That is to say, we have Veronica. And Veronica is going to be our secret weapon in here. Because normally you would have to do a quest for the Brotherhood before you're allowed in. Unless Veronica is part of it. In that case, you can just enter the Brotherhood. But for that we first need to grab her, which means it's time for us to... Remember, all of this is for pros only, for which we need to kill a bunch of people with dynamite. That is cast as Raoul. All of you guys should be here, right? That's Rex. Hi, Rex. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, she might have actually returned to the... Okay, she has returned to... Gotcha, I think I know where I need to be. There we go. Let us go to the 188 trading post, because that is where she should be. Hopefully.
Is there some reason I should... Am I selling? Yeah. Am I selling? You might be onto something.
Do you have any... you do not. It's kinda annoying. But do you? And you also don't. God damn it. Okay, that is the forecaster. You can pay him to let you know his your future, and that future is fully what he's telling you is fully dependent on where you are in the game. So the further along you are, the more interesting his stuff gets. You, any act time.
Welcome to the one.
You quite literally have nothing. Great. Michelle, you selling anything by any chance?
Welcome to the 180.
You just might have something for me. But you're not having what I need. Egg time is truly the most annoying thing to find. Let's throw it together. Now we're going to move towards the hidden valley. And I think the way I remember it is that it is the one right here from the bomb. So you have like the bomb thing and then it's right here. Alright then.
Hope you're picking the winning side.
Alright. Come on. Veronica. Cooey! Why are you... Normally this should like trigger a cutscene of some kind.
Stay where you are. I'm sending.
Okay, guess we're going to have to do this one anyway. Alright, guess I was doing it.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapon. You don't seem to understand. Take it all off and hand it to me. And come inside and through the door. Whoa!
So yeah, I guess I made a mistake here. We are now in the Brotherhood of Steel. We have made contact with them.
Where did you learn that password? An interesting story. Under normal circumstances, you're lucky for you.
So yeah, apologies for all the loading screens. I made a miscalculation.
I've been informed that you... That is sad news indeed. You took an extreme risk. The security of this bunker... For this reason, I might be interested in contract... An NCR... Very well. Paladin Ramos will escort... You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location... To underscore this point...
There we go. So, what does this all mean? Well, we've kind of gone through everything.
Chest to your right.
And it's just to my right. There we go. Thank you. I am over encumbered and cannot run because I am not wearing my actual IR gear, which is Remnant Spire Armor. I am going to need to repair that. And soonish. Oh, I am so interested. Where's our baby? Where is our baby? There's our baby. Anyway, let us go ahead and start searching for the next bunker. I believe should be here actually. So you cannot wait in the air. I am well aware of that game. Thank you very much. Still appreciate it though. Let me see here. There we go. Because now I can actually see something. So let me actually go ahead and cannot fast travel other enemies nearby. Alright, where are the enemies?
Trouble.
There they are. Okay, so let me go ahead and go back to hidden. Okay, now I believe this is one of the potential places for him to be. And it doesn't seem like he is. He is in one of the other 3 bunkers. The problem is knowing which bunker. And the honest answer is that there is no way to know. You are just gonna have to keep trying until you find it. Veronica. Oh, hi. You're the reason that everything was going overtime. There are a lot of you. Hi.
I'm gonna need some new limbs.
No, you don't, Veronica. Stop worrying. Okay, so we know it isn't this one. No, there should be another bunker somewhere close by. After we are done with this part, I'm going to take a short break. And then we're going to continue, because I want to at the very least finish Pros Only today, even if it takes me 5 hours. Okay, next up is... once again, leads us to nothing. That is rather unpleasant. But hey.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Veronica. In the meantime, I'm going to keep on searching. Okay, hang on. So this is the bandit bomb. This is the hollowed out rock. So, based on current calculations, that means that that is the NCR, or that's the, I think. Yes. Okay, so there's one more bunker here. And that is where he should be. The big problem is finding said bunker. And until we do, I should mention that we cannot actually leave this place, because if we do, we will be killed instantly. So that's going to be fun. And there we go. This should be the last bunker.
Thought you'd sneak up on?
Keep pointing a gun at me and I'll stick it up your ass.
Got some. Now what? A Brotherhood base? I don't suppose you've got. All this is a slave cop. There, it's off. That's not to say
Okay, so we have built that. That is, in that case, we're going to give you retry this. No one's sure what to make of your unpredictable nature, but you've left a strong impression. Why, I appreciate hearing that. I do have to say, I do appreciate hearing that. Now we're gonna go and do my usual trick, which is stuff on the elevator. Okay, so hang on. So we walk in here, walk to the hollowed out rock, and then we go top left from there. So this is the hollowed out rock, so it should be there, I think. Hang on. Yeah, okay, so there it is. It's this one. I have played enough New Vegas to know this by memory, but the first few times that you come here, if you don't notice, it can be hard. Anyway, Veronica is, from the looks of it, not quite ready yet to talk with us about the Brotherhood.
Stand back from the door.
And there we go, we now have access to the Hidden Valley Bunker.
How did you resolve? How do you know he won't be missed? That other rangers will... So, you weighed the value of confirming if his location was known, against your advantage of surprise. Alright. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you. There, that's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a... Stop by the command room when you can. Oh.
I mean, the only reason I am not betraying you is because I'm already going to have to kill you in this Caesar's Legion run. We're going to take a short break. I'm going to put on some music, and I'll be back in, let's say, 5 minutes? Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So enjoy some music. Oh boy, do I love the Paradise Killer soundtrack. It is our unofficial, it's an unofficial stream, OST. But let us continue.
What I wish to discuss with you can wait for once I get set.
Also, Veronica, why are you not reacting to the fact that we are in the Brotherhood of Steel bunker? You are making no sense. Let's go ahead and wait for a few hours so we can get McNamara to go somewhere. So yeah, under normal circumstances we would have to blow this bunker up, but as you might imagine, there's a lot of very angry people here. With very angry ideas about what should be done to people that try to kill them. So it is considered, on average, a bad idea.
When you first showed up on our doors, after giving the matter some thought. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you what do you say?
Let's help you.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them. That is unfortunate. As long as there is a chance to find the remaining patrol, however, I must still ask you to try. I'm glad I can count on you. The shielding of the bunker should
There we go. So what he's basically saying here is that we have been getting a bunch of patrols from the Brotherhood.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate.
And we only need one more. Thank you.
As you may have
Yeah, that is not interesting to us. I'm just gonna go ahead and basically tell him that basically this Brotherhood of Steel is on lockdown and has been ever since McNamara took over as overseer. And for what I feel are some obvious reasons, people are not necessarily happy with that. So basically, Ramis over here is coming to us with a message like, hey, you know, like, if you want to go ahead and help us and break the lockdown, that would be swell. I'm not going to do that for the simple reason that in order for us to get an alliance going between the NCR and the Brotherhood, McNamara is not allowed to be ousted. The thing here is the game is actually really, really mean with this. In that it makes you believe that the best way to do this is through... There we go. We need to go that way. We need to go that way. Is by making you believe that, that Ramirez is the one that is going to allow you to, you know, to get everything back on track. But Ramirez is only going to strengthen the Brotherhood and embolden them. What this means is that there's no way for you to get an alliance going with the Brotherhood if Ramirez is the overseer. So, as tantalizing as his as tantalizing as what he has to say is, it is also the dumbest thing you could do if you want to get an alliance going between the Brotherhood and the NCR. Also, this is one of the something else you should probably know is that the next to no missiles actually hit New Vegas. There we go. Because the NCR, or because a new Mr. House managed to redirect most of the, to redirect most of the missiles. This is one of the places where a missile basically hit. Anyway, let's go back to the valley. So, if you whenever you see like craters in New Vegas, that is because those rockets were actually meant for Las Vegas, instead of, well, wherever they ended up. And even then, there aren't a whole lot of them. Like, I believe the crater that we've just gone through is like one of the few craters that is like overly clearly meant to be a nuclear rocket crater. And for those of you who've played Fallout 4 and are like, but what about the Glowing Sea? Well, the Glowing Sea is a bit different. In that the Glowing Sea, there was a rocket that basically got a hit, or that hit a massive population center. And as a result, explosions basically just kept going. And that's kind of the big difference, is the rockets in New Vegas kind of just hit random areas with not a whole lot of nuclear reactors. Whereas the Glowing Sea was in the middle of a population center with lots of nuclear reactors.
Found the missing patrol? They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights. When the patrols failed to return, we...
Okay, so we need to just find those knights. Alright. Camp Forlord Hope and Collector's Report. Ooh. Well, fine by me, I guess. Remember, all of this is done for a good cause, because this is going to be the only time that we are going to even get an alliance, going with the NCR. And if we get an alliance going, hopefully we will hit level 42. And if we hit level 42, you can probably see where this is going. You know, if we hit level 42, we get Mad Bomber, we can make bombs. We can go ahead and finish up pros only. So there is a tactic at work here, it's just that it's long. It is a long tactic. Also, this allows the powder gangers to just kind of recharge, basically. So we will be looking at like all the powder gangers again in a bit. It's just that, I was looking for that hole. So yeah, all of this in order to finish up pros only. It is, yeah. But then again, that's one of the reasons that like there aren't a whole lot of them.
What do you want? You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that.
Also, what's up with it? Oh, man, never mind.
I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. Eventually, the NCR got around to putting the prisoners down, but not until they had wreaked havoc on nearby trade routes. Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within.
Okay, there we go. That is number 1. Number 2 is close to Nip. Cannot foster their enemies. What do you mean by their enemies? There are no enemies! Oh, there is. Never mind. There is an enemy. I herpedoped. There is an enemy. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. We can also like get some, if like this won't work, then there's also like some quest in Camp Forlorn Hope that we can do. Like that entire area is just a quest palooza. But yeah, so as for, since we have some time to kill, I might as well go ahead and talk for a bit about, other things. This week is basically the start of my bachelor thesis, where I'm probably going to be working on either the European Union and the African Union, and then kind of make like a comparison, or the difference in foreign policy for the European Union between the Soviet Union in 1990 and the Russian Federation in 1992, and basically use the disillusionment of the Soviet Union as like this focal point for change. Ah, so this is just a coyote then. Okay. There we go. There is no longer a coyote then. And apart from that, like, I mean, it is just really weird to be moving soon. Like, I'm right now looking at like about 8 boxes that are all to move. Or all moving boxes. And once I'm done with the stream and once I've had some food, I will go ahead and once again do some more moving around of boxes and of stuff. So like, it's just weird. Like, in 2 days, I'll start painting the final parts of my new apartment, and then on Sunday, I'll actually move. And I'll have my own apartment for the very first time in my life. And it is just... It's just so weird, I guess. Like... I have been wanting to have my actual own apartment for literal years. But I just never quite figured that it would happen this fast, because... At the start of the year, I remember saying, like, oh, you know, like, if in 2022 I can get some a new apartment coming, that would be great. And now, here we are.
If you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
See, Scout, here we are, I guess. Anyway, representative, please tell us what happens.
Send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness... I've collected...
Thank you. Next up, Forlorn Hope. But yeah, so it's just so weird. It's like... Well, good to hear you approve of that. But yeah, it is like... I don't know. It feels weird. I've been living because I've been living in student housing for like 10 years. And just... This is going to... If everything goes right, then this is going to be like a really big year of change for me. Obviously in moving, but also in finishing up my bachelor's degree. Then starting on my master's. And I might be able to get some contacts with the Foreign Office already for some job opportunities. Like, this... If the past few years have basically been sort of like all about stabilizing, then this is going to be a year in which a lot of new things are going to happen.
Approach slowly, stranger. Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event...
There we go. And the reason that I always go like, oh yeah, it's the top left, is during the evenings, so from around 6 PM in-game, well, all of this is up. Right. Mental note, do not mess with these people. They have guns that turn you into ash. I mean, all I have is this massive weapon, I guess. So yeah. Let us go ahead and have a chat with McNamara. And I believe that is like the last quest that we need for Still in the Dark, which then allows us to be walking around. I think it also turns us into Brotherhood members.
Have you had any luck? Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the...
Alright. And here I had hoped that we were done. Where is he actually? That is a good question. Where are you? You're hiding. Let me see here.
look, this isn't a great time. Yeah?
Okay. You're not the person I'm looking for.
Seems the NCR is making friends.
There we go, Lorenzo. You're the person I'm looking for.
You must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here. So now I'm going to have your death on... You think you're the first person the Elders trusted with this? I was the one who supplied the Elder with the... And now it's your... The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller. At present, my best guess... Those vaults were...
We've had reports of them making overtures to some gang in Freeside.
Alright, so we already have the differential pressure controller, because that was in Vault 11, where we were at the start of today's stream.
Some special squad of Rangers is on its way to the Vegas area. I guess the NCR is...
So now we're going to have to go through a couple of vaults, which isn't too important. You know, like, being in a vault is just part of your day job at this point. And this hopefully really is the last quest we need to do for these people. So, there we go. We need to go to Vault 3 and Vault 22. Alright then, let's go to Vault 3 first. Then, the beautiful thing here is that for Vault 22, we actually already need to go there. There we go. Isn't that amazing? Which also says something about the way that New Vegas does a lot of its questing, is that a lot of quests will lead you to the same location. Which is amazing. Anyway.
What the fuck are you?
Carrying jet psycho and other favors, and don't deliver to the help.
If you're fucking motor...
Thank you.
We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
Indeed, I am a con. Do not shoot at me. Apparently, there should be one right behind this door.
Power armor, no energy weapons, and they're giving the NCR more trouble than we ever did. Should have brought something to... Aw. You know, I've been thinking. The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies. I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
Alright. Don't mind me.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so... I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't get the...
Yeah, if you don't mind, buddy. There you go. I am just here to grab this. Don't mind me. Just casually walking along. Which is also, once again, so I should mention, is something that I think is really cool about New Vegas. Is these are all technically raiders. And yet, we can just casually walk out. No questions asked. Nothing weird. It's just, you know. It is basically just like, hey, we just kind of want to get out. And get in and get out. And we don't have to think about it too much. And everyone is like, yeah, sure. Count faster when there are enemies nearby. Oh, brother. Where are the enemies today? I am being shot at from somewhere and I do not like it. I am no longer being shot at from somewhere. And yet, there are still enemies nearby. There we go. Now we can go somewhere. And we needed to go to Vault 22 anyway, so that is 2 quests with 1 hammer, I guess. Now, luckily for me, I know of a bunch of places where there are cazadors, so once we actually, like, have the 8 explosives that we need, it is, like, just a matter of going there and killing them. Although I might have to play 1 or 2 rounds of Caravan just to get my money back up so that I can, like, repair my stuff. But hey, that's also part of a quest that we need to do anyway. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'll be in the Discord kind of doing some Caravan grinding. So, no need to worry about that too much. Like, I will make sure that next time that we stream Fallout New Vegas, that we can unlock Caravan Master with, like, 1... And I probably am also going to get most of the Sunset Sarsaparilla stuff done. Because we need, like, 50 caps for that. So, the next stream is both finishing up Caravan Master and the Legend of the Sunset Star. Also stay out, the plants kill. How lovely. Well, if the plants kill, then it's up to us to no longer make them kill. Oh, this works. Okay, so this is the lab. Where do we need to be actually with the locomotive? We need to be on this level? Wait, seriously? I doubt it. Normally with these kind of quests we kind of need to go through the entire vault. Oh yeah, hang on, no wait, hang on, no, I remember. Yeah, there is yeah, no wait, hang on, now I remember this. So there is another section of the 2nd floor that we can't access at the moment. That is what's happening. So notice how like this entire section has been boarded up? Yeah, that's where we need to be. There we go. So somehow we need to get there, and as you can see, there is something there that allows us to get through there. So let's go to the elevator and let's go down. And I believe our current destination is the 5th floor. Pest control. Hi, Kusha. How are you doing? Hiya, buddy.
Still looking.
I hope that you've had a good training. Ah, nice. I hope you are enjoying your protein shake. We are traveling through Vault 22. Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. There's where we need to be. I'm not actually doing any workouts this weekend. This week simply because everything has already been packed into boxes. So it is a bit hard. for me to do training this week. There we go. Now, yeah, should be something here. Well, this is moving so precisely. Oh, that's why you are, you nasty little. Hi. Don't make all of these plans. Of the purple lights. Yeah, like the purple lights actually have a purpose. It isn't just there because it looks pretty. It is there because it's certain frequencies actually make plants grow faster. So there is like actual theory behind the madness of all of the purple stuff. And here's the person we needed to find.
Took your sweet time, I suppose. She's such a... But that's neither here nor there.
UV lights indeed, gosh.
Completely out of control. I've got a plan to do... Good.
There we go, so we have found Kelly. This is for the NCR questline. I'll see you on the second floor. There we go. So yeah, all of this in order to start killing cazadors. It's the life we are living at the moment.
What's this?
Let's go to oxygen recycling and into the lab. Where, if I'm right, yep, there we go.
Good, you're here. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignited. I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. There's one just around the corner outside in the area. If you don't... Good.
There we go. So we are once again going down to the 5th floor. In order to kill a bunch of things. You are really not being still here, buddy. That's a swing and a miss.
Over here.
There we go. Oh, brother. So. Where do we go from here? Oh, isn't that what we... I am hearing the sounds of enemies. Now, I'll say this. This is definitely one of those vaults that when you go through it for the first time can be really terrifying. Because you...
For the Brotherhood.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, as I was saying... You know what? I'll just let her do her thing. Let us go ahead and activate the terminal and download research data. Because that's something that we needed to do anyway. We have... Good killing machine, exactly! Okay, so how are we going to be doing this? Well, it is rather simple. I luckily have a laser pistol. I think. Oh, I have all the rifle, that also works. Veronica, get in here! There we go. That has now been done. My only problem is I need to find a way... that might actually be on the 4th floor. Well, going to have to start looking for that, I guess. So, reminder to self to start looking for a way to the 2nd floor. Because that's where we need to be for the differential valve. Like, the fact that we're doing this quest is actually just a happy accident. Because we are actually here for the Brotherhood of Steel.
Ah, good. You survived. Now all that's left is to ensure that... I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have... Indeed. This should only... That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently. You... Yes, that sounds... Those files need to be erased. How do you figure that? I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what... Alright. You convinced... I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it. If you're heading back toward...
There we go, she will stay here. So we had a very stiff buddy while we are busy with this. But yeah, the point that she makes is actually a really good one, which is about science that doesn't necessarily, or might only serve the purpose of showing us what not to do. Which I think is a very good point to be made. You know, not all ideas are worth not all ideas are worth pursuing, and knowing which ideas are and which ideas aren't, are just as much part of science as all of the good ideas. And there's definitely a good point to be made there about, science. Sometimes you just need to know what happened so that it doesn't happen again. Because let's be honest here. Do we, like, a good example of this is, and I really hate that I'm going to bring these people up. Like, a good example of this is what happened in the concentration camps in Nazi Germany. Like, should we want to reproduce what they did? No, absolutely not. But knowing about what happened there allows us to not make the same mistakes. Or to put it differently, should we erase things from our scientific memory simply because they aren't quite as fun as we might want them to be? I think there's a good argument to be made that we don't. And that by doing so, we are making sure that, if it... and that by doing that, we won't repeat them. I am searching for the entrance door here. Ah, there we go. I believe this is it. Yeah, there we go. Cave to access. Administrator Bailey. See him for further details. Oh, we now need to find Administrator Bailey. Seriously? Alright, let's start searching for one of these peoples. Should be Administrator Bailey. Oh, brother. You're a sport carrier, you're empty. Where will you find the administrator? Where can we... Hang on, I'm going to be lazy here. I'm going to be very lazy here. And I'm going to look this up. Vault 22. Layout, Programmer's Digest, Cave Door keycards. Okay, hang on. The first floor consists of yes. Keycard to access the cave tunnels on level 4 is located in the common quarters. The floor below, once inside, and every door must be on lower level northwest. Inside the first room, showing rooms. To next to the cabinet. Okay, hang on. The key cards to access on level 4 is located in the common quarters. Okay, so I need to go to the common quarters in that case. Gotcha. That is very good to know indeed. Okay, so common quarters we go. Nah. Common quarters. Okay. Oh, hi! Oh, boy. Oh, brother. Can't use that. Also, I'm deliberately not showing you guys what the stories in these vaults are. Because I personally feel that part of the fun of all of these vaults is figuring out the story yourself. And the reason for that is actually really simple. Which is that I think that, especially New Vegas, is definitely better if you kind of go into it not necessarily knowing what's happening. Okay, so we are on the 4th floor, or on the 4th floor. Average lock door must be opened on the lower level in the northwestern corner of the room, or progress to the overseer's office and use the terminal to disengage the lock. First room on your left on the shelving unit. Gotcha. I don't want to figure things out. That's why I'm with other people. I mean, you know. Speaking of other games, I might, in 2022, after we're done with a lot of things, go ahead and stream Elden Ring, because I have been really interested in that game and I'm trying to avoid spoilers of it. Like, I want to start doing more, hang on. Okay, there we go, lower levels. I want to start doing more blind runs of games. So, let's see here. There should be... Where are the common quarters? They should be around here. That's utility. Might actually be in utility. If you could not, please. There we go. I mean the name, not the game itself, or anything. I know that it's like from the developers that made the Dark Souls, so that's all I know. And apart from that, I'm trying to avoid any spoilers whatsoever. Like, I want to keep it a surprise for me. Is it here? That's a plasma weapon. That's a flamer. Okay, good to know. This is not the room. This is not the room we need to be in. So let's go and search for the room we need to be in. That's the upper levels. Oh boy. That's the clinic. Okay, let me go back up to the overseer's office and kinda... Oh, there we go, there's the quarters. First room on my left, it should be.
That's enough of that.
Was it first room on my left or on my right? I don't... Oh boy. Oh, hi! There we go. There's the cave door keycard. Good! Now let's get back up. Let's get back up, shall we? I don't even want to talk about the implications of tiny babies being a part of this whole thing at all. No, no sir. The less said about the fact that there are tiny babies that have turned into this, the better. Yes. Now we go back to the first floor. And you can see like how even some relatively simple vault like this can suddenly become really annoying to navigate. There we go, just in case lock. Let's grab oh baby. Up to oxygen recycling, where we finally are going to grab. There we go. And if the game is right, now we need to go back to Knight Lorenzo, which means we have to take the track back. But hopefully this will finally hit us at 42, and if not, then finishing for the Republic will. But yeah, I can only imagine like how I'm already like in my head making a route for when I am doing the hardcore run. You know, stuff like stay away from the Deathclaws, do this, do that, do it in a certain order, make sure that like you meet everyone and then go to Yes Man. From there, go to Hoover Dam, keep the president alive. And then just do Hoover Dam while other people are fighting for you, basically. From here we go ahead and move to Camp McCarran. And all of this for Mad Bomber. It is rather insane. So yeah, we can with this we can finish up basically 3 quests all at once, which is very nice indeed. Also, as for dinner tonight, I am making some pasta with some salmon instead of something like bacon, with some pesto in it and some peas and a fresh paprika. I'm always saying paprika because that's how we say it in Dutch. Which should be the paprika with like the focus on the re. There we go. Hilda.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending. Thanks for keeping.
There we go.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for... Wonderful. Excellent. I don't see how that's relevant. The dangers of the vault were your business, not mine.
Oh, there's a bell pepper in English. My bad.
It's still intact. I think... Yes, here it is. Here then. Your concerns are perfectly understandable. We aren't...
There we go. There we go! We've hit level 42. So let's grab Mad Bomber now. This also ups our explosive damage. And our repair. Oh boy. There we go. Mad Bomber. You have a special explosive recipes. Yes. Yes! Yes! Finally!
Hey, you got it? The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to... But until... I think... Great!
Okay, good. So... let's first go ahead and go to Good Springs. No, wait, actually, we can actually just finish this up first. Paprika is a different pepper and spice. Ah, there we go. Well! I'm learning something new every day. But yeah, that's actually really interesting how like Dutch and English like have such different meanings to the same word. Also, fun fact: we can become part of the Brotherhood of Steel now. And if you don't do Outlong song first, this is how you get your power armor. Which I should mention, are immediately going to sell or use to repair our own stuff. Let's first let Veronica have her moment.
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
Veronica's making like some seriously good points here.
Back again, I see. Please.
Oh yeah, that's right. We need to first go to the other dude. Whoops.
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
He's right there behind you, Veronica.
No, but it does make it easier to forgive him. He's just misguided. It's not too late to change his mind. Have you considered that he might be senile?
Veronica, he's right behind you.
Back when we had a larger force and no organized enemies. We're a tiny splinter from a shrinking group. We don't take on new members, but we're still picking fights with the big boys. He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees
I guess so.
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers or the Legions. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members. Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide. I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea. Our elder before McNamara, he had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Alright.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
Yeah, you are right about it, Kusha. Now, to be fair, this is kind of where New Vegas and Fallout 1, 2, and 3 kind of start differing from each other.
Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
Alright. Good to know. Thank you. Hi. Pleasant conversation.
Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
But the thing with the Brotherhood is that to some extent they care, just not quite in the way that you would normally think about when caring.
Our former elder Elijah was obsessed with new technology. Seems the NCR is making friends.
Oh, apologies. I was meant to talk to you.
Have you found all of the components yet? Really? I mean, that's great. I knew you... Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news?
Indeed.
Reports of them making overtures to some gang in Freeside.
It just so happens that by accident we already entered Vault 11. Otherwise we would have gone. We would have to go through that vault as well. And what luck that he's like right on exactly the same floor as. At the very least.
Back again, Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could expect, even from my brothers. Moreover, I've been going over the scouts' reports and keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I've believed it to be. We should not have had to rely on your help in this crisis. I believe people called me a hero after what happened at Helios. But I left that battle scarred by fear, and have allowed that weakness to govern my actions. That ends now. Please, take this. This key will allow you to use our...
Oh, there we go! Hey, we've already found that.
I hope it will prove useful in your trap.
There we go, we are now light.
Welcome, outsider, welcome. With the surface open to us, what...
The NCR is currently looking to destroy.
I suppose it was only a matter of time. I wonder if, we've given up our claim to Helios, and we don't have any interest in claiming Hoover Dam, so our ambitions are not at crossed purposes. Perhaps it's time for a new strategy. Go to the NCR commander and tell her the Brotherhood is willing to put aside our enmity for the time being. Further, tell her that we are willing to send troops to aid in their coming defense of the dam. My guess is they're in no position to refuse.
There we go. And just as a final thing. Oops.
Greetings, my friend. You've certainly earned the right, but I'm afraid there's a slight matter of protocol that must be dealt with first. Exceptional individuals, like yourself, are sometimes allowed to join the Brotherhood, while your actions up to this point... However, as one of our patrols discovered, the mutants just... However, this took... As the inhabitants have...
There we go. Basically, go to the Black Mountain, radio signal, and from there do your own thing, I guess. Sure. Now, this is the part where it becomes really lucky that we are already done with Black Mountain. You can start seeing, like, how I told you before, like, how we've already set up a bunch of dominoes. This is the part where all those dominoes are now coming into play. You know, it's like quest after quest after quest, where it's like, oh yeah, we've already done all of those things. Now, does it really matter for us to be part of the Brotherhood? Nah, not really. Like, there's literally zero reason for us to do so, but I think it's just nice and neat. Also, we're going to need to repair some stuff. Let me see if I can... I can't repair... Oh, baby, that is a bit of a problem. Actually, we might also well use the power fist. Now, as for the... That actually is a problem, because there's a DT of 16. Let's go to Good Springs. That is going to be a problem, considering the fact that we're going to have to start dealing with customers. Also, talk to.
What's up?
Yeah. It's time for us to part ways.
Not.
Veronica, you can order as much room service as you want, but I doubt anyone is going to listen. Let me see here. There we go. That's the reloading bench. There we go. Workbench. Powder charge, which is now part 10. There we go, 10 grenades. Okay, so 10 grenades are one of the items that we are allowed to use in our achievement. We've got 2 tin grenades. That is a bit less than I expected. What else do I need for the tin grenades? Powder, pistol powder. Luckily for us, we have a reloading bench. There we go. So, who's ready to kill some bugs? Finally. And just to check, just to be safe, let's go to challenges. Cracker check jamming. 10 grenades are allowed. I say it's time to go ahead. I believe someone has just now called the Cazador Exterminator. And we are here to help you with your Cazador. Do you have a small town that is in need of some cleaning? Call the courier for all of your Cazador needs. At least in this playthrough. Like, boy howdy am I not going to be doing this in the hardcore run. Let's actually be smart about this and let's wait until it is the morning. Now, the Cazador is one of the reasons, for example, that you can't actually go to New Vegas by going up north here and then go right. Which, I guess it's technically possible, but... there are better ways to be doing it. Let's first of all go ahead and use a tried and true method of oh baby. And I will never get bored of saying oh baby. Shoo. Cazadors. Daddy wants to play with you. Here, buddy. Here, buddy. That is a nest right there. Yes. Cooey. I like that they actually play the cathedral music. Like they know. And all of a sudden, we can't find them anymore. Now, luckily for me, I know of a bunch of places where Cazadors are meant to be. So it's not like they are well hidden. And this is one of the ways you can actually go to New Vegas. Is, you know, if you can avoid the massive Cazadors. Which, let's be honest here, you don't. But come on, Cooey. Oh. You don't want to play? Oh. Have we seriously killed 2 Cazadors that were here? Okay. Then in that case, I know of another place where there are Cazadors. There is one right here. Close to the Griffin sect wares. And there is one right here-ish. There are actually a couple, I believe, right there. Let's go to the quest B for 29. Because you can already see them. There are a couple of them right here. Hiya, buddy. There are... Oh, that's a lot. That is a lot of them. Alright. Let's start killing. Wait, did we kill all of them? No, not yet, but we do have 3 now. Time for number 4. Oh, hang on. Look at that! That is... See how fast it all of a sudden is going? Also, let me go ahead and... I mean, just look at that. Oh, there's another one right there. That might be an adult. But yeah, that is 5. Like, see, all of this, it was all planned from the start. Let me also get myself a weapon. There we go. Recently we don't have an armor repair kit, but hey. Can't. Captain's pants, boat and rentals. So, I did see a Cazador right up there. So we go ahead and get Stim Pack. So we're going to be using the Power Fist. I will say this, I do like to use the third person. Simply because it gives me a better range on everything. You know, like right here. There we go. That is 3 more to go. Oh, I love this. Also, tin cans are really easy. What I wanted to say is tin cans are really easy to get. So we can just grab more as required. And with a bit of luck, we can actually like get a bunch of them. Simply with... There we go, this bit of Springs Recreation area. Nothing here? Nothing here, it seems. Nothing? Oh. Also, what you're hearing is basically like poison. So don't worry about that too much. Okay, now we have... Oh, brother, the power armor is gone. That is a problem. We have 2 long fuses. I need to get my armor repaired, like, ASAP. How much would it be to repair... Otherwise we're going to be playing a bunch of games of Caravan for a bit. Because like I said, I know of at least 1 more place where there are Cazadors. And otherwise, odds are we will just find them as we are traveling around. And we can also always just sell weapons.
Been doing a lot of good work.
That is... Okay, okay, that's 30,000. We can just go ahead and sell some stuff, in that case. $30,000, eh? That's also known as win a few games with with PT. With all cheaty PT. Well... We are not going to be using Elysia's Advanced Lair anymore. We are not going to be using... I mean, we are going to be using the Power Fist. We are not going to be using the Sniper Rifle anymore. Let me see here. Let me see, what do I need for... Oh yeah, tin cans. Where can I get some vendors that are... Cassidy's Caravan. Cassidy's Caravan Company. There you go. After they are awake, of course. I need about 4,000 caps.
Got the hint. We've shown everyone that these are our new.
Hey there.
You, my boy, you and I are gonna go ahead and get along smoothly. The hollow rifle I will keep. Yes. There we go. Now we can go ahead and get our armor repaired. We're basically going around the entire Mojave to repair our armor. It is, yeah. You know, that's just sometimes that's just a thing that happens sometimes.
Been doing a lot of good work.
There we go. And now we go up here to the west side, west entrance, because there are almost always a few things happening around here. Like cazadors are, you know, a common-ish sight in this general area. But let us first go ahead and just wait until it's once again no longer dark. The basic rule of thumb, you will find enemies like cazadors at places they do not want you to go at low levels. So if you are somewhere where you think like, hey, this is, I might be low to low level, then you know that you're probably going to be running into a cazador. Which is why I said that there are a few places where I know that they exist. One of them is right here. There are also a couple of nests where I believe they respawn after a while. The most annoying one is probably going to be the sentry bots, actually. Because with cazadors you can make like some reasonable predictions. But with I'm distinctly certain this should be here, around here somewhere. At least this is where I normally find them. But with sentry bots, I believe they are only there at a few locations. And the fact that they basically say like, hey, only... basically the fact that it's also like, hey, you should, they are only at... Or only Mojave ones, that only makes it more annoying. Nothing? I am 100% certain that there should be... Okay. Weird. I'm 100% certain that there should have been cazadors here. Anyway, there's a camp right there. Let's go there and see what's up there. Because I don't think I've ever seen this camp before. Okay, Berkshire Tumbleweed Ranch. Huh. Awkward. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the wiki and search up where... Let's first go to Bottle City real fast. I 100% certain that there's like nothing there, so... Close the door. Reason why if it is the movie groups of 2 of 5. And the Cazador invested Silver Peak Mines of the shop after players out all the other stuff. Okay. And let's see here. Where exactly is the Silver Peak mine? Because that is going to be like our best bet. Let me see here. Map. Oh, I see where it is. Okay. Okay, so I know where I need to be. Good. Good. Let me go ahead and go there then. So there is a cave here that will help us with our quest to kill as many cazadors as possible. The only problem is it is going to be full of cazadors. As in, like, there is no way for us to avoid the cazadors. But like I said, I want to get pros only done today, so I don't have a whole lot of options here. Let us go ahead and go to the Cazador invested mines so that we may start killing the Cazadors. We just need to kill 3 more Cazadors. So we go in, we kill 3 Cazadors, we go out, we kill... we go ahead and take a look at where we can find sentry bots. We start killing the sentry bots. We get pros only, and then that's going to be the end of today's stream. But it does mean that we're going to be going on for about 4.5 hours-ish. Which, yeah. Pardon me. That is a wait for a few hours. Also, the map hasn't quite spawned in yet. Which is fair enough. So, the Silver Peak mine. I should mention, this is not going to be fun. Because there is a legendary cazador right here. Oh boy. Come on, let's get this over with. Oh Jesus! I believe that's it. I believe we've done it. Let me check if we have done it. Oh, brother. Cracker check. No. Only killed 8. Oh, brother. Alright, let's redo that. It seems like in my panic, I just decided to start hitting stuff, which wasn't productive. Come on, buddies, over here. Okay. Crack attack timing once more. Okay. Good. Did this count? It's 8. I can live with 8. Like I said, I can live with 8. Okay, so what do we need in order for more tank? We need 10 cans. Or an egg timer. Either works. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Not in the mood for you. Oh, boy. Let me actually go and get myself the antivenom. Okay, so, since we aren't going to be making it anymore, we are hitting the 4-hour mark. I have been going on for longer than I planned to. I am gonna go ahead and probably end it today. Yeah. Let me go ahead and make an actual save. There we go. So, there we go. That is it for today. As much as I hate to say it, I've been going on for 4 hours. We are very close to finishing up a bunch of quests, which is great. We haven't finished any quests today, but that doesn't really matter too much. So there we go. We have more Fallout New Vegas either on Thursday or on Friday. I don't know when. Kind of depends on when I have time. This weekend there will be no streams. Then on Monday, the very first stream from my new home. Yay! And I might do a Sunday sessions at some point or another. Probably on Monday, probably, because we have Carnival, so we are free. Let me see if I can dump you guys to anywhere. Is there anyone I can raid? Shall I read Zoltan? He's going for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. So he's gonna like say hi to him from me, I guess. And I'll see you guys next time with more Fallout New Vegas.